Hi, in this video I'll help you get to know your car a little better. At the end of this video I've put together a straightforward infographic that summarizes all the key points. Like, subscribe and comment below. It really helps.
Hey, welcome. You know that feeling, right? You land on a web page that promises the perfect solution, and then you find absolutely nothing? Well, today we're going to do something fun. We're going to take one of those pages, peel it back layer by layer, and uncover a much bigger story about how the internet really works behind the scenes.
All right, here's how we're going to break this down. First up, we'll look at the big promise the page makes. Then we're going to search for some clues that something's not quite right. After that, we'll see what's actually missing. And to wrap it all up, we'll get to the real story behind why these pages even exist.
Okay, let's dive in. Section 1, the promise of a solution. You know, it's all about that amazing moment of hope, right? When you think, yes, I found it.
So, check this out. This is the title of the page we're digging into. Just picture it. Your check engine light is on, you're stressed, you run the code, and it's P0606. You Google it, and boom, this pops up. Unlock the solution. I mean, it sounds absolutely perfect, doesn't it? It's literally designed to be the exact thing you need in that moment.
And that's the deal we've all made with the internet, right? You've got a problem, you type it into a search bar, and the answer just appears. But is it always the real answer? As we're about to find out, sometimes what looks like a solution is, well, it's something else completely.
All right, on to Section 2, searching for the clues. This is where we get to put on our detective hats, because trust me, as soon as you look past that amazing title, things start to get pretty weird.
Okay, so the first huge red flag, the publication date. It says April 27th, 2025. Yeah, you heard that right. It's from the future. This is clue number 1 that something is just way off.
So you gotta wonder, right? Is that just a simple typo? Or is it maybe a sign that this whole page was put together by a machine, with no human even looking at it? Let's keep digging.
Okay, clue number 2, the author. You'd think you'd see a name, right? Like John the Mechanic or something, but nope, the author is just a YouTube link. No person, no credibility. The plot thickens.
And this is where it gets even stranger. So the page has this great 5-star rating, right? 88 votes. That makes you think, wow, people must love this. But then you look at the comments, and there are 0. None. Not a single person wrote, hey, thanks, this helped. So 88 people apparently loved it so much they voted, but were too busy to type a single word? Something doesn't add up.
Okay, this brings us to the big turning point. Section 3, the missing information. We've seen all these weird clues. Now let's find out if this page actually delivers on its promise.
So, let's just ask the big question, where is the step-by-step guide? After all this, where's the actual solution to fixing code P0606, the thing the title promised us?
And here it is, the big reveal. There is no guide. There is no solution. For P0606, there's nothing. What you find instead is just a giant wall of links to other error codes. Codes for Fords, Dodges, Saabs, completely different cars. It's the oldest trick in the book, a classic bait and switch.
I mean, look at this. When you break down what's actually on the page, it's pretty shocking. The amount of content dedicated to the actual solution, 0%. And the amount dedicated to just a list of links, 100%. It couldn't be clearer.
So that brings us to our final section, and the real mystery here, the real story behind clicks. Why would someone even bother to make a page like this? If there's no real information, what's the point?
Well, the answer is a little 3-letter acronym, SEO, Search Engine Optimization. It's basically the game of figuring out how to get your website to show up first on Google. And here's the thing, the goal isn't always to give you the best information. Sometimes it's just about getting that click. This kind of strategy has a name. It's called keyword farming. And it works like this. First, you find a common, really urgent problem, like a check engine light. Step 2, you create a page with that perfect, promising title. Step 3, you just stuff the page with tons of related keywords. All those other car codes, that's what those are for. And finally, Step 4, you just sit back and attract clicks from anyone searching for any of those things. It's all about traffic.
So, what's the big takeaway for you? Well, it's a practical checklist, a way for you to spot these empty pages in the wild. Always check for weird dates, like one in the future. Look for strange authors or, no author at all. Be super skeptical of high ratings with 0 comments. And the big one? Just scan the page. Does the content actually match the title? If you just see a wall of links, get out of there and find a real source. And that really leaves us with this final thought, doesn't it? The internet is this vast, incredible ocean of data, but it's also full of these empty shells. Pages that look promising on the outside, but have nothing inside. The real skill today isn't just searching. It's learning how to spot those empty shells so you can find the real pearls.